You're under mostly clear skies, good visibility at the moment. That could change in some instances very quickly overnight and early tomorrow morning. We've been under a lot of sunshine all day today. Now clear skies. That will allow those temperatures to start quickly cooling to the dew point and increasing humidity. Winds are light and generally out of the south, but as we also saw this morning, we had a little bit of an easterly component of that wind out in New Orleans east, and that's what sent the smoke out over I-10. And there may be a brief period of kind of an easterly component, so once again, it could send some of that smoke in almost the same areas. And that area is being highlighted by the National Weather Service with the smoke in mind. Visibility is quickly being reduced to 100 feet or less. And just to think about your stopping distance. If you're driving a little bit slower, that does help, but sometimes you are on top of the next car with very little warning. Just something, again, to keep in mind. Give yourself a bit more time if you're going to be hitting any of our arteries that tend to be coming if you're near one of the wildfires, or two, near the water where the fog tends to be a bit denser and usually last a little bit longer. And the dew points are in the 60s, so it is plenty humid outside right now, as our temperatures are already almost at the dew point in a number of locations. We're at 90% humidity right now at Kenner, with a light wind out of the south at 6 miles an hour. The patchy, dense fog will be an issue over the next few mornings, with some changes by the weekend, mainly because we're going to see some rainfall start moving into the picture and some slightly drier air. Next couple of days, we stay warm, we stay on the more humid side, and then by Friday and into this weekend, a front will be moving through. Now, with this front, we are looking at a bit of a cool down, but the core of the cold is going to stay well to our north. Some of those temperatures out of Canada making their way into the northern tier states, and they will spread further south across the mid part of the nation, but the core of this cold will stay north. This is not a deep upper trough, which would be sending us a really cold air mass and also help to kind of clear us out. No, this will push in the cooler air, although our morning lows aren't going to be getting dramatically cooler. As a matter of fact, there's not going to be a whole lot of change between our morning lows and afternoon highs behind this system. And with this system is we're going to have overrunning moisture. What that means is at the surface we have a northerly wind that is bringing in the cooler air. Just above the surface we're still going to have kind of a southwesterly flow that will keep us under, if nothing else, mostly cloudy skies. And what we're hoping for is we're able to squeeze out a few showers within that same time period, mainly Friday and on into the weekend. Now, we're not looking at a great deal of rain coverage, 30–40% at most for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And as far as the accumulations are concerned, maybe a little bit more than the models were indicating yesterday, quarter of an or 3/4 of an inch to maybe an inch, or maybe some isolated spots a little more. That would be great, but over 4 or 5 days, it's not a lot, and certainly not enough to take us out of our massive rain deficit that we have and will have by the end of the year. High pressure at the surface, keeping that southerly wind in place. That will be with us over the next several days, which keeps the humidity high and our risk of the patchy, dense fog to develop tomorrow, Thursday, and Friday morning. Then we'll start to see some spotty showers, and I'll tell you what, that 40% on Saturday may be too aggressive, as the model's really not playing up our rain chances through the weekend. Probably mostly cloudy, and that should also help to keep our temperatures a little bit milder. So while we will be cooler, just not a very pretty start to the weekend or early next week.